recording on the computer. Perfect. Well, guys, we're at 100 people. We made it. We're here. It's done. Lives are about to be impacted. I'm extremely excited. So let's jump right into this. I hate starting a little bit late, but I just got done speaking for 90 minutes and my voice is killing me. So I need some water. Need to give my dog some kisses and then reflect on my notes. So I'm super excited. This is super powerful trading. This is, something that I think isn't trained on enough. We have one of the most powerful tools. We're the most socially connected generation kind of just to ever be alive, right? Before we have to send, pigeons, right? And have to go by horse and then go by car and go by US Postal Service. Now we can instantly message someone across the world, anywhere in the world like that. And so I'm really excited. I'm going to jump right into it because the person speaking today doesn't need an edification, doesn't need an introduction. This is one of, I think, the company's most powerful social influencers. Not because of a follower amount. I mean just consistency and value. I think those are two important things that you're going to learn here today is consistency in value. And I'm going to let Drake talk about the story post, the posting, what you should be commenting, how you should be messaging, when you're liking and all that different stuff. I'm going to let him focus on all that stuff. But I really want to come on this call to just re-justify the importance of this call, really show you why working through social media, specifically Instagram, is going to blow up your business from a business, from a technical, from a statistical standpoint. And just give you that. And guys, really quick, if you don't know me, I know we got multiple teams on here. My name is Tim Sloma. I'm chairman 10 of this organization, partnered with Mike Navarrete. A lot of you are hopping on the Trade House session, so I hope you're catching a lot of pips. I hope you're receiving a lot of value, and I hope you're really excited for what's happening in this next decade. If you were just on the call we just had, I know each and every single one of you are excited because now you're fully equipped. That recording will be shared with each and every single one of you in the chat. I'll make sure to give it to Drake or I'll post it in the chats for y'all. But let's dive right into it. I took some notes simply just because I didn't want to get this wrong. I didn't want to, say anything random. I went online. I did a lot of research. And guys, by the way, so I just want to reinforce one more time. I've built my whole business through cold marketing. The majority of my first run in this company, it was all warm market. We had some downfalls in the company. Some things happened. I lost half my organization and I had to restart in my cold market. I currently have signed almost 150 personals. Now, I don't have 150 personals active. I have about 16 to 20, but I have signed in this company 120 people. And the overwhelming majority of that is coming from my cold market, is coming from Facebook, is coming from Instagram, is coming from meeting people randomly in the street. It's coming from people that I do not know. And I'm going to put a lot of this into perspective for you on why what Drake is teaching, you need to take advantage of. So there is 1 billion people on Instagram. 1 billion people. 1/7 of our world population is currently on Instagram. It is the second most downloaded free app in the App Store. The second most downloaded. So I hear a lot of people saying, okay, Tim, I just don't know who to talk to. I don't know how to fill up my list. There's not enough people in the world for me to go P150. There is never an excuse for not having enough people to speak to. 1 billion people. I always make the joke, right? There's 2.7 million people in Chicago. It only takes 500 people to become a chairman 10. But when you look at social media, there's 1 billion people. And the coolest thing about cold marketing, and I know Drake will touch on this, is no one knows who you are. They only know who you're becoming. No one cares about your past on social media. They only care about who you're becoming because the most people deep down want to be with people that's helping them go where they want to become too, right? So it's crazy to me because think about this. 500 million people, right? These are two crazy statistics. 500 million people view at least one story a day, and 63% of all users, so 630 million people, log in at least once a day. The average user is on Instagram for 28 minutes a day. So that means if the average person is scrolling for 28 minutes a day or looking at stories for 28 minutes a day, how much content are you putting out there so they're looking at you? Not looking at what Joe Schmo is doing, not looking at the Kardashians, not, going through the Explore page, looking at you, right? This is another crazy thing. 62% of people who are exposed to a brand more than once, so twice or more, become highly interested in that brand. Guys, brands, it's not Gucci, it's not Apple, it's not products. You are a brand, your personal brand. So if people are being exposed, right, consistency and value, they're being consistently exposed to the value providing a minimum of 2 times, 6 out of those 10 people become interested in what you're doing. Now, that doesn't mean 6 out of 10 people are going to join, but they become interested in what you're doing, right? Over 200 million people a day visit at least one business page, at least one business page. So that means on Instagram, if you go from a public account to one where it says like entrepreneur, a public figure, journalist, whatever it may be, 200 million people a day are viewing at least one business page. And this was something that crazy got me too regarding business pages, because now you can do advertising, right? In regards to advertising, one advertisement can reach up to 849 million people. I just saw Jason. I just saw you guys post this. And I messaged Jason after as well, because I'm like, Jason's a savage. He paid an influencer, right, with 3.2 million followers. It was probably only a couple $1,000s to do it. You'd be surprised how cheap and affordable it is to pay influencers, right? With 3.2 million followers on Instagram, had 18 million before their account was hacked, right? To post a post about Jason, say, follow Jason, and then hop on his live stream where he's going to present the company to a viewership of 3.2 million people. Simply just because he advertised on Instagram and used the Instagram's network to get into a different network. Guys, this is the coolest thing. This is the coolest thing. 14%, and I just got numbers here, guys. I'm laying these on you because I need you to see this. I need you to understand this, right? Talk about this. Take these notes I'm giving you and talk about this on an Instagram Live. Talk about this with your team. I don't want to build an Instagram. Why not? All your friends are bagging me. Why are you always posting positive stuff on Instagram? Well, let me tell you why. Let me tell you what billion-dollar brands are doing. I want to be a billion-dollar brand, right? When you have knowledge, right? Misunderstanding is simply just a lack of knowledge, right? A lot of you on here are more than capable of posting on Instagram every single day. You're more capable than messaging 10 people a day. You're more than capable of posting a story every 1 to 3 hours, right? Jake's probably going to tell you every hour, 1 to 2, 1 to 3 hours, right? You're more than capable of doing it. You just didn't have the knowledge of why you should be doing it. Because once you understand why, now the actions are coming. And I'm not going to get into a side topic here, but once you understand why, the actions begin to come, right? So 14% of US adults use Instagram as their news service. So 1 to 2 out of 10 people in the United States don't watch mainstream media. They don't go on the internet. They watch Instagram. So become that news outlet for people. That was something that blew my mind. Mike has one of these famous quotes he always says, I can't remember it, but it's the reason why I wrote that down. He talks about becoming the news for people's lives. Become the news, right? And this was something that crazy too. And I'll end it with that, but I'll start with this. 89% of people that use Instagram are not inside of the U.S. Are not inside the U.S. 113 million people are in the U.S., 70 million in Brazil. India has 69, Indonesia 59, Russia 40 million, right? But 89% of people aren't in the U.S. We talk all the time, right? Think local, build global. Right? Or build local, think global. My bad. Build local, think global. It's 10 o'clock. I got nothing to do. I might as well just scroll through Instagram or watch some TV or play some Fortnite. No. Who's starting their day when it's 10 p.m. at our time? Australia. Guys, did you know in Asia, in the United States, the average network marketer signs 1 to 2 people, then quits? In Asia, the average network marketer signs 5 to 7, then quits? They are 5 times better than us in network marketing. Why are you not going through Asian hashtags and trying to find English influencers that are in Asia? Social media. That's it. Social media. That's it. What's the next one? Perfect. Guys, this is something that's super big too, and I'm going to give you a little nug that I've been giving my team. And this is like really, really transparent. And this is, I haven't told anyone this. Guys, TikTok is the future. I don't post on it. I've been trying to. But TikTok is the future. Guys, millennials right now, 67% of millennials want to work from home, make money from their phone, or have some type of alternative income. 87% of Generation Z do not want to go to school, work a traditional job. They want alternative sources of income. 87%, almost 9 out of 10 people in Gen Z, so people that were born after 1995. Guys, people born after 1995, they're 20 now, right? 1995, you're like 20 something, but they're getting close to 18. Who is your upcoming viewership? Who is your next wave? Who is your next wave? 73% of teens say that Instagram is the best way to reach them. Now, I'm not saying go message a bunch of teenagers, some 13-year-olds and 4. I'm not saying that. I'm saying build your brand up so 4, 5, 6, 7 years from now, that's when you have the biggest momentum of your life. You thought going chairman with 500 was big. Wait till you're chairman 5 million, you're making $5 million a month, because 5 years from now, you built your brand up with value and consistency, and you have your next wave of leaders coming in. Guys, in the US, 69% of brands, right? 69% of their influencer budget, so money they pay to influencers, which means professional athletes, TV stars, people like that, goes towards Instagram posts. 31% of that goes towards Instagram stories. Guys, I'm going to end it with this, and I'm going to let Drake go on because we can talk numbers forever. I'm a numbers guy. This is why I didn't read the chat, because I know the chat would distract me, and I see the chat's been going on, right? 7 countries right now, including the United States, Instagram has taken the likes off the page. They have taken the likes off the page. Stop caring about the likes. Start posting the content. Now no one can see, oh, I only got 15 likes on this post. But those 15 people can be the 15 people that bring 1,500. Guys, it's going to keep growing like this. It's just that consistency and it's that value. So I really want to just spend the first 10 or 12 minutes right there just expressing to you how powerful this social network is, how powerful social media is, how powerful cold marketing is. It's powerful. You have to take advantage of it. And there is no better person, literally in the company, there is not a better person to break down how to be consistent and how to provide value on social media other than Drake Dennison. I am telling you right now, guys, from the QC family, from the Trade House family, we are blessed to have Drake on here. ATMs, you get them all the time. But we are blessed to get a training from him. He doesn't have to do this for us. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to share his secrets. He messaged me today. I wish I could pull it up. I don't want to waste time. He says, I have an immense amount of value. I'm ready to spill all my secrets. I'm ready to give everything. And we know how Drake is. I don't know if this call is going to go 1 hour or if this call is going to go 5 hours. Right? He's going to give you his all. So please have undivided attention. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Tell your girlfriend, your boyfriend to be quiet. Turn the TV off and focus. Because you must take this information. Because he's going to give it to you. He's going to give it to you. But once this call's over, if you don't go take massive action with this, you are not going to get results. And I'm not going to hear, oh, it didn't work. No, you didn't work. Because Drake, Cash, myself, other people on this call are living proof of it. So with that being said, Drake, I'm going to unmute you, my man. I'm going to let you take over and just spill an immense amount of value for everybody.
Boom, 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 boom. Bet. Let's get, y'all know, ATMs, y'all know what's up. Blow up the chats for Tim Sloman. Tim, I appreciate you, bro. Let me get my bang energy. I am Millennials. I am Mastery Academy. Sponsored drink, baby. You know the vibes. We either going to the hospital or we hitting chairman, one or the other. So it's game time. You know what I'm saying? So, or both. Hey, but at least you can pay for the hospital bills at chairman. You know what I'm saying? So I love y'all. Thank y'all for having me on this call. What's up, QC family? Tim, I appreciate you, bro. One of the coolest things, and I'm not even, gonna do no flashy read back edifying Tim because he kind of speaks for himself. I'll tell you a little story. I went when I went to Chicago, and this is actually crazy. I wasn't even gonna say this on this call. How many people are on here? 150 bet, 150 locked in. I don't even care if any more get on, because if you don't get on the calls when they're dropped, you're tripping. You're not ready for the value. Anyways, so the people that are on here, I'm gonna give you all a lot of value. Can y'all hear me okay? Am I good? Am I good? Let me know if I'm good. Am I breaking up at all, or am I good? Cool. Bet I see you, Savage. Am I breaking up at all? Good. So I went to Chicago, and one of the biggest things, and this is kind of a reason why I'm glad I'm doing this training. You know, I haven't done the Instagram training in a long time. And I think one of the coolest things that I think about this training is, you know, my methodology always differs every time I do a training, because Instagram, social media, everything switches up so fast. You have to be plugged in with mentors. And, you know, one of the biggest things that I've really understood about social media is your connections are everything in this industry. You know, the higher up that your connections get and the more important that your connections get, the more plugged in you're in with top influencers. And they actually do know insider information before the platforms either change their algorithms or, you know, one platform's about to go viral, different stuff like that. And, you know, I went to Chicago, and I actually, a lot of y'all don't know why I went out there. I don't really care if I say it on here. I'm probably not supposed to say it, but I went out there to intercept and meet a network marketer that was going to Tim's event. And he was going out there to check it out. And long story short, you know, he had 5,000 people in another company, you know, so if I signed him up, he would, you know, I would have instantly, you know, zapped all the way to whatever 5,000 person leg is or whatever, Chairman 100. And long story short, he didn't sign up with me, you know, and that's the craziest thing is he didn't sign up with me. And I think one of the biggest reasons why, you know, is, well, not a big reason why, but a big mind-blowing thing for me was, you know, he was an older gentleman. You know, he was about 29 years old and 30 years old, and he didn't sign up with me. And I think one of the biggest things was, you know, when as far as I am in my career, I know that I have the humility to understand that I still have a long way to go. And that night, you know, me and I think Drew went back to Matthew Rose's hotel, and just the professionalism and how they carry themselves and how they act and just their grind level is absolutely insane. So, you know, if I had given sort of more of a professional vibe on my Instagram, if I had really focused on leveling up the past few months, would that guy maybe have signed up with me? Maybe. I don't know. I don't play in, you know, what if freaking world. But at the end of the day, you got to understand who's watching you via social media, and you got to understand that there's always eyes on you at some point in your career. You know, at one point in y'all's career, y'all might be 1 month in the business, or you might be 1 year in the business, you might be 4 years in the business like myself. Somebody's going to follow you that you have no idea who's following you, and they have a lot of influence, and they're very powerful people. And it takes one post for you to strike their awareness and then be interested in what you do, right? So are you going to be the person that gives them that piece of content, or are you going to be someone else? And that might dictate a 5,000 person team for you. You know, you could grind for 2 years every single day on social media, and it's that one post that you don't post that misses you out on a 5,000 person team. One post that you don't post that day, the day that you took off. That's what I'm scared about, is the day I take off social media and I don't post content that day, right? And then that influencer or that network marketer from another company, or just somebody that even the nobody that goes on, and, you know, the Bryce Thompson, right? The trillionaire Thompson, right? The Tim Sloma. That person has been watching me for so long, and I don't post that day, and he joins somebody else, and either he fails miserably because that team doesn't take care of him correctly, or he goes on and he has massive success, which I don't care if he has massive success with another team. But, you know, at the end of the day, you're here to feed your family at the end of the day as well and build a legacy. So just think about that. That one day that you miss out on a Chairman 500 just because of your own inconsistency via social media. So really taking into consideration that aspect of it. You know, not many people talk about that, but I had some personal experience with that the last couple months. And, you know, it hurts for a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna get into it, guys. I'm gonna go over a few amount of things. I don't know how long I'm gonna go tonight, and I don't really care. I'm gonna just get off my chest what I think I need to get off, and train on what I think y'all need to be trained on. It's not a training. I'm just doing a general training. I think that you guys personally, you know, whether you're a 2 and 3, a P150, P600, P1K. Whether, you know, you hit P1K, you D-rank to P150, whether you, you know, you're a P2K right now, you know, a few orders out from P5, whether you're, you have 10 people on your team, you're a couple orders out from P600. Guys, this training is going to not just help you hit ranks. It's going to help you become an amazing entrepreneur. It's gonna make you become an amazing businessman. It's going to make you become an amazing marketer, an amazing salesman at anything that you do. Entrepreneurship has so many aspects of it that people don't really know about. Entrepreneurship has so many aspects that not many people know about: marketing, sales, leadership, spirituality. I think spirituality is a big part of entrepreneurship. Me and Colin and Austin and Edgar Fuentes were talking about that today. You know, you have to have a balance between business and spirituality and practicality. All three of those, if you get a balance between those, it's a perfect balance. Colin, if you're on this call, shout out to you, bro. And when you tend to go down to one side of the scale, you know, you're too heavy on the spirituality or too heavy on the business side, you know, you might mess up some of your market. So I'm gonna go over a lot of stuff today, but I think to start out, you know, I was listening to Gary Vee, and one of the biggest nuggets that I could tell y'all, you know, I remember back in my first year, you know, y'all have heard the story of the pancake houses, et cetera, et cetera. Honestly, I see some people like, you know, already like, you know, talking and shit on the call. I'm looking at all y'all's cameras. It's fucking me up. I'm gonna be honest. So if you're gonna like be just chilling around and talking during the webinar, just get off right now because it's fucking me up. And I'm sorry, but like I have ADD and shit. So don't be moving and shit on this call. So if you're gonna be moving, at least turn your camera off for the respect because I can't focus when y'all be doing that shit. It kills me. But y'all should be writing notes and stuff with your airplane mode on, please. I'm gonna be giving y'all a lot of value to take y'all to at least my level P5000, which I don't even think I'm here. I think I'm past level chairman 25, chairman 50 already. You know, in the future. So please take this information for what it is, and I'm gonna just give y'all the straight up knowledge. No, not a lot of mindset tonight. So I was watching Gary Vee today, and I remember my first year and a half at the Pancake House. I would sit in the car all night, and I remember I would chain listen to Gary Vee on SoundCloud. If y'all don't listen to Gary Vee, Gary Vaynerchuk, he's on every single platform. And I remember I would chain listen to him every night, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And it's crazy, you know, me and Cash Cartier, shout out to Cash, I love you, bro. We were actually upstairs listening to Gary Vee about probably 3 weeks ago. And my perspective in life, it was crazy for me to listen to it because I remember I would listen to Gary Vee for hours my first year, right? So if you're in your first year, just understand that some of the stuff that you're listening to now, it's going to hit a lot different in a year or two. You got to give yourself the patience to grow as an entrepreneur and as a leader in this business. And I promise you the knowledge that you're going to pertain right now, that's why we even tell y'all to write notes. We don't say it for some bullshit. We tell y'all to write notes because you're going to look back in a year and you're going to look at those notes and be like, damn, I remember when I was at that point in my career. I was at that point in my career at one point. And I didn't even understand what this knowledge was. And you reread your notes and you're like, dude, I've been doing that for a whole year. And now you're able to help someone that was in that point in life. You know, I see y'all all at IHOP or wherever y'all are at, Griselda. And I promise you, I understand where y'all are at in your career. I understand it because I was there. Savage, I know where y'all are at in your career.
And you got to understand that the information that you take in every single day, that's why personal development is so key, right? To re-listen and re-listen and re-listen. And, you know, some of y'all, if you've been in over a year, you've been listening to shit from your first month and you might have not listened to it for 12 months. You go and listen to it again and it hits completely different. You're like, damn, that's what they meant? That's what Jim Rohn meant? That's what Les Brown. I promise you, stuff hits different when you grow as a leader, right? And the only reason why people leave your business, the only reason why people quit this business is because they stop growing. They stop growing. The only reason why people stop coming to the events, the only reason why people stop coming to the grind sessions, the only reason why people stop growing their Instagram is they stop growing themselves as a leader in this business. And if you grow every single day, right? If you grow every single day, you focus on growing yourself, right? You will naturally attract people into your life. I had a guy hit me up today. I got to sign up this morning, right? At 10 a.m. The guy hit me up at 8 a.m. I haven't talked to him since middle school. He hit me up and was like, yo, bro, I bought someone else's course 2 months ago. I hated it. And I should have listened to you a long time ago on Forex. And he was like, I had the money to sign up. I ain't even talked to this guy since middle school. And he hit me up this morning, 10 a.m., signed up instantly. I didn't even have to get on the phone with him. I was like, what? Are you serious? So you got to understand the consistency. Y'all might be one personal away from re-ranking. I know some of y'all on this call, you've been P1000 and you got 2 personals now. And you're like, damn, I need one more personal. I want you to have faith in that personal is coming. And whatever you're going through, do you truly believe that God's putting you through that, right? For you to understand some learning experience. You have 2 personals right now because you didn't stay in stage 1 every single day, every single hour. That's why you only have 2 personals. And be real with yourself. You haven't posted every day on Instagram. You haven't commented as many times as you can. You haven't posted enough content. You haven't been following up with your pipeline. So don't say that, oh, I only have 2 personals. This sucks. Yeah, because what have you learned from it, though? Have you learned from the process, though? What days were you not consistent in your grind? And that's the biggest thing, is everything that happens to you in this business, right, is because of you. The signups, that's why I liked wrestling so much. If I got my ass pinned on the mat, it was because of me. And if I won that match and I messed him up in the mat, that was because of me. I love that shit. Any of y'all fighting shit, like you're like, oh my God, blah, 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 I knocked him out. Everybody gets lit, right? But that's because of you at the end of the day. And you got to understand is every single thing in this business, every single day when you wake up, right? I know some people on this call been waking up at like noon and shit. That's some bullshit, right? Become an entrepreneur, right? 7 a.m., 8 a.m., wake up. What are you going to do to get to the bag today? Is entrepreneurship really your lifestyle? Be real. Is entrepreneurship really your lifestyle? Is this business really your lifestyle? Is creating content, is that really your lifestyle? Because I can tell y'all all the sauce all day, right? But at the end of the day, when you wake up, if it's a good day or a bad day, y'all still brush your teeth, correct? If it's a good day or a bad day, you still eat food, yes or yes? If you're having a good day or a bad day, you still pick up your cell phone, yes or yes? Because that's a habitual habit that you have. That's a habitual habit that you have. So before I even get into the sauce, before I even get to my next part, is Instagram really, is growing your Instagram, is the income producing activities that you're supposed to do on a day-to-day basis in this business, are they really your lifestyle? Or are you just disciplining yourself to actually do them every day? And then when you have a bad day, that discipline goes out the window, doesn't it? Just like the gym, just like eating good food, right? I'm vegetarian, right? I see people vegan and shit. They start eating meat. I'm like, is that actually your lifestyle or are you just disciplined, right? Hey, I'll be honest. I stopped hitting the gym a while ago because I was disciplined in hitting the gym. It wasn't truly my lifestyle. It was my lifestyle a lot of my life, but right now it's not my lifestyle. This business is my lifestyle, right? If I wake up good or bad, I have a certain amount of stuff that I do every single day, right? That is my lifestyle in this business. And I had to really understand that part of myself. I talked to Cash about it the other day. And I was like, bro, the reason I think that I'm such a good marketer is even when I was in middle school, I posted every day a piece of content on social media. MySpace, Facebook, then I went to Snapchat, then I went to Instagram. I've always had my own style on Instagram stories, Snapchat stories, everything. I've always had my own style. And I understood, I was like, dude, I'm so good at social media because it's always been my lifestyle, even before this business. So is social media a strength for you? Is it? If it's not, then you need to practice that every day to make it your lifestyle. You have to turn your disciplines into your lifestyle. That's a major bar. And that's from a billionaire. That's billionaire knowledge, right? You got to take discipline out of your vocabulary and make this business your lifestyle. Stop cheating yourself. Y'all are around a lot of people right now. Stop cheating the people around you. You're disciplined to be with the squad right now. It's my lifestyle to be with the team. You're just disciplined. It's a discipline for you to come to a home event every night. It's a discipline for you to come to the big weekly meetings. It's not your lifestyle though. So is it though? That's what you got to really understand. So sorry, Tim, I had to go off. Maybe that helps somebody. Shit, I don't know. But I'm gonna get into my next part. So I was watching a video today, and it was about different styles of platforms, and kind of what I just said: Snapchat, Instagram. The only reason, right? I remember the big switch. Remember when Instagram didn't have Instagram stories? Y'all remember that shit? Right? And sorry, I can't look at all y'all. This shit's messing me up. Okay, I'm looking at Tim now. Tim, me and you are face to face. I'm not gallery view anymore. So, you know, just letting you know that. Y'all remember when Instagram didn't have Instagram stories, right? And a lot of y'all don't know, me and Tim actually had full-fledged Instagram companies last year, right? Multiple tens of thousands of dollars per sales a year, right? Tim was actually the vice president of his social media company. Me and Cash Cartier also owned one separately on the side. We had hundreds of clients that were involved. We actually almost partnered up our companies. A lot of people don't understand this. So we actually ran companies from this knowledge. Crazy, right? But y'all remember when Instagram didn't have Instagram stories? And then I remember people came over, right? People like on Instagram, they're like, bro, Instagram stories isn't going to work out, blah, blah, blah. And then people from Snapchat that were so good at posting into Snapchat stories all day, right? They came over to Instagram and they killed the story game. They killed the story. So you got to understand is if you come over from Snapchat to Instagram, you killed the story game. That's because you were amazing on another piece, another style on another platform. Every platform has its own style. Facebook has its own style. Instagram has its own style. Snapchat has its own. LinkedIn has its own style. We were just talking about LinkedIn today, me, Edgar, Mario, and Austin. And Mario just created his LinkedIn, right? I've been on LinkedIn for like 4+ years now. And this guy came in, he was 50 years old, and he had a Bitcoin company, right? A crypto trading platform. He was a doctor, you know, multiple PhDs. And he came in, he was like, we piqued his interest, came over and talked to us about what we were doing. And he was like, yo, y'all are getting into this. And he was like, bro, y'all are on the right path. And he's giving us some nuggets. And Edgar asked him, do you have social media? And the guy was like, no, I got LinkedIn. So if you don't have some of these platforms, how are you going to connect with different styles of audiences, right? Now, I'm not saying that you have to go hard on LinkedIn, right? Because at the end of the day, it's not what works for you. It's what duplicates into your business. But what I'm saying is it will benefit you if you had a LinkedIn and that guy maybe could be, right, a Chairman 500. Maybe could be a Chairman 500. You didn't have a LinkedIn, so you weren't able to add him on LinkedIn, okay? So you got to understand the communication differences between some of these platforms is super key. You know, that's one of the biggest things why I think Instagram stories are so cool, because a lot of us on this call were good at Snapchat, just to be honest. So if you're good at Snapchat, you're naturally good at Instagram stories. And that's just the truth about it. And you got to understand, I think Tim was talking about TikTok, right? I haven't posted one thing on TikTok. I'm gonna be honest, because I haven't learned it yet. I don't think that it's gonna duplicate correctly yet. So we'll see what's up. I think you can go hit Chairman 10 off just Instagram and Facebook. So let me put that out there first of all, right? But you got to understand, and he said something. We actually learned that at ANMP, right? I think Eric Worre's son went up on stage and he said, millennials, I think 70% of them are open to entrepreneurship. Millennials, right? The generation above us, it was like 41%, Tim. I can't remember what it was. If you remember those numbers, you can type them. But millennials were 70%, right? Generation Z, like he said, is above 70% open for entrepreneurship. And a lot of the generation above us are on Instagram and they're getting into TikTok, right? So right now, like I said, you can go to Chairman 10 off Instagram, but you got to understand, even if you don't have a TikTok, you got to understand your buyers. And that's what's going to be a big thing in what I'm about to bring. I'm about to do a whole section on marketing, right? And you're going to label it marketing. But in marketing, you got to understand, right, who's consuming your content, right? You got to do analytics. You got to run your social media like a business. At the end of the day, you pay $165 for your trading education, right? And on the business side, you have no overhead. You have $0 in overhead. You pay $0 to run your business. Zero, right? So what is your overhead? Free social media. Free social media. And we tell people to post once a day, and it's like the world is fucking ending. They're like, oh my God, one a day. I'm like, yo, one a day, bro. Are you serious? Yes. 70 times a day. Gary Vee says post 70 pieces of content a day. And I'm about to go into how you can post more pieces of content every single day across a lot of different platforms. But you got to understand the generation and the style of communication is different. So do your own analytics. Do a lot of single moms follow you, right? Do a lot of does 60% men follow you? Does 20% men follow you? Are you 80% women? You should probably take some of the styles of content, with a pink Instagram logo or, a pink Instagram story banner as your, what is that called? Funnel. What is it called? What is that thing that people put in their bio? Like message me, money bag. What is that called? A call to action. Maybe your call to action that you post once a week should be pink if you have a majority of women followers, right? Maybe all of your followers view your content on Wednesday, right? And I'm about to go into that. I'm about to share my screen and join from my phone. Let me go over to my phone. Like I said, guys, this is a cool webinar. I'm really going to give you a lot of nuggets tonight. Type a 1-on-1 in the chat if you can give us some nuggets, man. You already got some bars, right? How do I get to this webinar on my phone? Okay, got it. Cool, right? So I'm about to go over marketing right now.
Greg, just let me know the name of your phone so I can give it permission.
Drake Dennison. Cool. So now what I want to get into, I'm going to show y'all a couple apps that I use. All right. And then I'm going to show y'all a method to kind of grow your Instagram and get, 500 plus leads every single month. Right. Type in the chat box. How cool would it be to get 500 plus leads every single month for your business? Right. Now think about it yourself. How would it be for your newest person, right, to get 500 plus leads on Instagram every single month? How would that be? All right, let me do it, Tim. I'm doing it right now. 3, 2, 1, go. Cool. Bet. Can y'all hear me? Am I good? Tim, can you hear me?
Yes,
cool.
Sir, clear.
Cool. But so some of the applications that I use, I'm gonna just go over these real quick so y'all get a couple little sauce before I get into my other stuff. I've used a lot. Now, this is just to make your Instagram look cool, right? This is to make your Instagram look cool. You know, just like I said, in marketing, guys, label this marketing, right? You know, there's a difference between marketing and selling. You got to understand the differences between marketing and selling. Marketing, right, is what your consumer sees. Selling is the negotiation and the sale, okay? You got to understand these differences between all of these things, right? So marketing is completely different than selling. You know, so, you know, a lot of people like, well, damn, well, if I post on Instagram every day, am I going to get a big ass team? No, right? But that's the first part of it. Does this make sense, guys? Yes or yes? Type in the chat box if that makes sense. The difference between marketing and sales, okay? You got to understand the difference between marketing and selling. I honestly never trained over this. Y'all getting some cool shit tonight, right? But to get great at marketing, you got to understand your buyer. And at first, you got to understand your audience. So a lot of y'all's audience, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, is it's actually easy for you as a new person to market your business. Wow. If you are a new person and you start doing something so big in life, you're launching a massive project, you're doing a big business. Oh my God. It's something that you've never done. It's completely different than your 20 years of life. And every single person that's been viewing your boring ass Instagram profile for however many years they've been following you is now viewing something that's interesting. At the end of the day, what we do in this business is we get people interested, right? So you got to understand, you just started something big, so now you just became interesting. So it's easier for you to get people interested at first. Yes, as you get more experience, you're going to be better at getting people interested. But at first, it's a complete shock to your culture, to your audience. It's shocking that you're doing something big. So you got to understand and take advantage of that as a newer person. You got to go hard in your first month, second month, third month, because this is the time where you can get a lot of exposures. Your list should be, if you have 600 followers on Instagram, your list versus your pipeline should be no less than 600 people. Right? You got to understand that. I have you hit up every single Instagram follower that you have right now. You don't think that you're going to grow your Instagram from now on? You don't think that you're going to get higher level followers? You're playing small right now. You're playing small. You should hit up every single person that views your story. You should hit up, if you're P150 on this call, you have no excuse. You should be in phase one all damn day. There's nothing else that you should do. Don't look at my grind. Don't look at Cash Cartier's grind. Don't look at Tim's grind and be like, well, Tim is sitting here, you know, on his laptop, scheduling stuff and doing. I don't care what Tim's doing. What are you doing? You're phase one right now, and you have nothing to do but to talk to people right now. That's it. Shout out to Jane and shout out to Ken. These dudes DM and comment on like 200 posts a day. That's ridiculous, right? That's phase one like crazy. So you got to understand that your grind versus a chairman's grind is different. Get to P150, get to P600 first, and then we'll talk. We'll talk then about what you need to do differently, okay? So there's a difference in marketing and sales, right? And you got to understand, now I'm about to really get into this and how to really make your profile kind of pretty, okay? Let's make your profile pretty. Whoa, 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 not my photos. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. Hopefully this shares my screen. No, Tim, you might have to give me allowance.
Nope, you're good.
Can y'all see my?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you can? Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. So this application right here, guys, this is called Preview, right? This is a dope little application that I use to make my Instagram pretty, okay? As you can see, these are my posts from right now, okay? I don't have any more posts than this if you look at my Instagram. But what I've done is I've pre-planned not my posts, what I type, but how my posts are going to look. So these 3 photos right here, I have not posted yet, right? But now what I want to show you is, let's say this one was over here. Doesn't that look kind of weird? There's 2 red pictures to the side, and there's a one blue, kind of bluish background to the right side. That's kind of weird looking. Now let's do this. Let's put it back. Doesn't that look completely different? Because there's a reddish one with red background right here, and then it goes up to this bluish one. So it looks pleasing to the eye, right? Now let's do this. Do you see a difference here? Total difference. You have 3 red on this side, right? And then you have 1 of these over here. Total difference, ladies and gentlemen. So you got to understand that. Now, right, let's put this back. I use this to pre-plan my layout and make sure it looks good, right? Same thing with over here, right? All of these have a specific, now let's do this. Now that's 3 red, right? 3 red right here, okay? Kind of looks cool, but I thought that this one would look cool up here, like it does, right? Now you can play around with this. Now this looks completely different right here. Let me put this one right here, right? Because these 2 are the same pictures in the same location. So if you go out like you should and be taking content every single day while you're grinding, you know, a lot of people are like, well, Drake, I have 10 pictures in the same day with the same outfit. Okay, cool. Well, then you should be going out tomorrow and taking pictures as well with a different outfit. Now you can put all 10 of those pictures, 5 with one outfit, 5 with the other outfit, and you can pre-plan them out all right here, right? To make sure that they look good. If you post 5 right here, let's count out 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you post all 5 in one outfit, right? And then you post these next 4 in the next outfit, it's going to look lopsided. It's going to look weird, right? So you need to understand that the way that the buyer or the consumer looking at your profile, if it's not appeasing to their eye, they're not going to click on the post. You got to understand that the first like 6 seconds people are on your Instagram profile, they're judging you. I think it's less than 6 seconds. They're judging whether they even want to scroll. Guys, just having people click on your profile is like a miracle in Instagram. So you have to, this stuff matters more than you know it. The layout matters more than you know it. And we're about to get into the next part after, right? Yeah, if they don't like the bio, they're not even going to scroll down on your profile. Kiss the layout goodbye, right? So I don't go over bio a lot. Yeah, 2 seconds. 2 seconds and they're judging you. Cool. Thank you, Tim. All right, so now let's go to my Instagram. Okay, now let's look at this. Right, boom. You go to my profile, and now you see these things right here. What I want you to understand is there's look at every single post. I want you to look at every single post. Right now, when I started, I used to look at Austin Godsey's posts, right, and I'd be like, how does he post all this shit? How does he post paragraphs of shit? Right. Now, what I didn't understand was a lot of this stuff comes with experience, right? But what I also understood is a lot of this stuff comes with confidence. And what you need to understand is experience equals confidence. The more experience you get, the more confident you're going to be in this business, right? I want you to keep looking at how like the amount of content are on my post. I think that's what Tim was saying, right? Content. Look at the content, right? So for people to even read my content, right? They have to like the layout. They have to like the bio. They have to like the profile picture to even get embedded into the content. For people to follow me, they have to like this type of stuff, right? And some of y'all are like, oh, this doesn't matter. Why is he showing all this? That's the reason why you don't have a big-ass Instagram, just to be honest. That's the reason why you're not getting mad freaking signups. I've already had 3 signups this week, right? That's the reason, because you're not taking this stuff seriously. And that's the biggest reason. If you want to get paid $500,000 a month off Instagram. If you want to get paid $500,000 a month on Instagram, you're going to pay attention to detail. The reason you're not is because you're not paying attention to detail. That's the reason, right? And just to be honest, when you have mentors like Cash, Tim, right? Let's go to Cash's profile, right? Boom, right off the bat, 50K. I don't really care about the followers, right? As you can see, he has a story up. Do y'all know that a lot of y'all are also telling me, right? I get this shit too, right? A lot of people tell me, they're like, yo, Drake, I post a lot on my story, right? And this is going to be cool for y'all. I post a lot on my story, though. My feed doesn't really matter, does it? And I'm like, no. People don't even click your story until they like your feed. They don't click your story. Why would they care about scrolling through your story if you have 3 posts? They don't care about your story because they think you're a bot. They think that you're like, you haven't given any value. You haven't focused. I see so many people, top leaders with like 20 posts. And I'm like, bro, you need to do a project 30 for 30. You need to go out the next 30 days and post 30 pieces of content every single day. Honestly, you should do like a 60 for 30 challenge. Post 2 pieces of content every day for 30 days. Have a race with yourself to get to 100 posts. Because if you don't have at least 100 posts, I'll be honest, there's nothing to scroll down. And just to be honest, ladies and men, right? This is going to be cool for y'all, right? It's kind of on the other side, Tim, I'm sorry. But when you see a good-looking guy, or man, you see a good-looking girl on Instagram, and let's say that you scroll, right? You're like, right? So let's say they go to your profile, like Cash, I'm a girl, okay? Oh my God, Cash, right? And I go here and I go, boop, and there's nothing to scroll on. I go, boop, boop, boop. That's unpleasing to me. I'm like, there's some like thing that goes off in my brain, right? Where I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he doesn't have any more pictures? Oh, or man, you're like, you see like a fine girl and you're like, boop, boop, and there's 9 pictures and you're like, damn, bro, she was fine. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, whew, right? But now let's do the opposite thing, men and women, right? Women, if you see a fitness model, right? And he like Owen 13, British guy, fit, he got tattoos. He got like 900 posts. You'll be scrolling for an hour down his profile. Ooh, look at that tattoo. Ooh, there's the abs. Ooh, oh my God. He shows his quads. Like, and then, man, you'll be like, oh my, there's the angle. Oh, there's the angle. And then you keep scrolling. Once you find something you like, you just keep scrolling. You're like, oh, this is a gold mine Instagram. Because y'all don't understand that they know you're doing that. They're the greatest marketers because they know their buyer. They know what you like. Women, fitness models know you like when they post booty workout videos. Have you ever seen that booty workout videos get a lot more engagement than anything else on a fitness influencer with a woman? Because women are like that shit, just to be real. So you got to understand that stuff and understand your buyer. So for us, let me tell you now how we can benefit from this. First off, you got to post content every single day. I used to say 3 to 5 times a week. Fuck that. Every day. Post content and on your feed. That's your business card. That's your feed, right? And I'll be honest, if you're like, I've heard this 1,000 times, you're not doing it still. So get to it, right? Now, what I also want to go in next, and this is going to be the sauce of the whole webinar. I've been waiting for this, right? Cool. Right? And this is copywriting. Okay? This is copywriting. Okay? I used to do a little CPA advertising, wink Cash. I used to do a little CPA advertising. And the main thing, right? I also had my own e-commerce store, right? You know, can't chase 2 rabbits and come back with 1, right? So if you're doing this business and e-commerce as well, drop that shit till you're like, you know, at least Chairman 100. Quit playing yourself. That's what I was doing. So that's why we had 100 clients at $99 a month. Me and Cash with our Instagram company, and we dropped it. We flushed it down the toilet. I remember deleting them out of the back office. We were crying. We were literally like, oh my God, right? And we were tripping, bro. But we did it to go full time to give y'all the value. That's why we're here, right? Because no distractions. Okay. Now, what was I about to get into? Oh, copywriting. Copywriting is super key. If you don't know what copywriting is, right? Let me look up the definition of copywriting. Right? I don't know what the definition of copywriting is. Copywriting is the act or occupation of writing text for purpose of advertising or other forms of marketing. I'll say that again. Copywriting is the act or occupation of writing text for the purpose of advertising or other forms of marketing, right? You in this business, okay, you have $0 overhead, correct? Copywriting, yes, Kevin. You have $0 overhead. 0. Okay, $0 overhead. Then what you do is you go out every day and you wear sweatpants and a hoodie to Starbucks. Now, I understand the fucking struggle. I used to give plasma December 1st of last year, crazy, right? I sent the screenshot to Cash. I was given plasma for money. So in 1 year, your life can change a lot, can it? I was given plasma twice a week. And you don't know what plasma is? Where they stick a needle in your arm for money. $25 a pop, $30 a pop, right? I was doing that for money. December 1st to get through the holidays. Some of y'all are struggling at P1K getting through the holidays, P600, and you're like, oh my God, I'm struggling. I had zero income. Plasma for money. Quit fucking complaining. Jesus Christ, right? Like a job. I would come to the event. I would be late to the home events in December of last year because I was given plasma and I would like have to take a nap on the way home. Quit complaining. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I just get pissed thinking about that shit. That shit was horrible. Sorry, don't get plasma. I don't recommend it, low key. Go to Craigslist free advertising or something, right? But copywriting is super key, right? As some of y'all know, we actually do this a lot with our Instagram. So one of the biggest things that you need to understand is copywriting for us is storytelling. Copywriting is storytelling, okay? So I told this to Cash the other day. I was like, bro, when I try to post like a rap lyric on my Instagram, it's literally impossible for me to do that. I'll literally get over here to like the post button and my thumb won't let me post on the Instagram post. I'll like post a dope rap lyric like Meek Mill and it won't let me because I'm so habitually trained to post value every day that when I post some bullshit, I'm like, dude, my brain will not let me. I'm like, bro, I have some value to give away. Sometimes I won't post in the morning and wait till nighttime because I know I'm going to learn something throughout the day to post about, right? You have something every day that you can help somebody with. Stop bullshitting, right? So you got to understand, you got to tell a story. Copywriting is telling a story. All those things, those long captions I just showed you is copywriting. I'm giving my buyer, I'm giving my consumer a story to go down. I'm giving y'all my brain. Right? I'm giving y'all my brain, how my brain thinks, right? Now, what story do we tell? Let's say you're in your first month. This is why I say it's easy for you in your first month, right, to really cause a lot of attention, right? At the end of the day, you want to hack attention. How do you hack attention? You get people's fucking attention. So you need to get good at copywriting. Go study the greats, Cash. Go study Austin Gotzi. Go study who has a dope Instagram with dope copywriting that I like in the industry? Somebody else has some dope copywriting. Alex Morton. Alex Morton has some dope copywriting. Thank you, Savage. I see you. Matt Rosa has some pretty good copywriting. He does. Matt Rosa has some good copywriting. Alex Morton does too. Matt Rosa posts a lot. K-Money Trades, sheesh. Self-promotion over here, baby. So Matt Rosa, right, Julian Kushner, I haven't really looked at his Instagram a lot, I'll be honest. You got to understand these why the top runners in the company are so good at telling their story. Mr. Banks, that's who I was trying to think about. Mr. Banks is a good copywriter, right? You got to understand, right? Alex Morton is probably the best copywriter, though. Go look at like the amount of story, right? And some of y'all probably haven't even understood why you read every single one of Alex's posts, because he's good at copywriting. He's good at giving you a story. He's good at luring you in every single post, right? Some of y'all like, well, I post a long caption and no one likes it because it sucked. It was a bad story. You got to be real. So if you're starting out, it's your first month, right? I did a webinar one time with this guy. I'm not going to say his name. He might be on here, but he worked construction 7 days a week, right? And what he said was, he was like, Drake, I don't have anything to give to Instagram. I don't have any value. And I asked him, I was like, yo, what do you do every day you get off of work from construction? And he was like, well, I get off and I go eat with my family, and I go to a home event, or I eat and I go home, I eat, and I go live, right? I come home, I eat, I get on the academy and I play some trades and I go hang with the team, right? Or I go grind, or I go to a leadership meeting. I was like, okay, cool. What do other people do that you work with? And he said, well, a lot of people, they get off. He had no idea where I was taking this. He was like, they get off and, they go and they go to Pluckers, or they go home and they grab a 24 pack and they go home and they chill and they invite me over or something like that. And I was like, so you're already going against the odds, right? You're already being different. Guys, when you're different, that piques people's interest. What is he doing? Why is he not coming over? Oh, it's because he's doing that? Oh, that makes sense, right? Now they wonder what you're doing. They wonder what you're doing, right? We worked in the bar industry, and every day we would just be real and post about having a job, like the struggles of having a job and also doing this. 8 hours a day at the job, 12 hours a day at the job, 6 to 8 hours in this business. You got to do the overtime. But what are you doing in your overtime? Are you documenting that every day? You have to grind offline and document your journey online. Grind offline and document your journey online. Don't focus on creating content as much as documenting content. You shouldn't be waking up every day and be like, I wonder what piece of content I should post today. No, you should be documenting your grind. That's what you should be doing. Don't create content, document your content. When you start to learn how to document, the stories will naturally come. You don't know how to copyright right now is because you're trying to create material. Try to document material. Give people your breaking moments. Be real. You should show them your pain, your struggle. Like, are you broke right now? Cool. Well, how does that feel, right? Somebody else is broke as shit too right now, and they don't know that there's a way out. So go tell the world. Well, don't tell the world you're broke as shit, right? I mean, you can if you want. Fuck it, right? But maybe you should be like, well, I'm going through a time where my bank account is recycling volume. Okay, your bank account's recycling volume, and it sucks, right? You're switching a savings account to a checking account. It's going to take about a month to 2 months till we get to the new year, okay? But what you need to do with that is show the pain. Like, damn, bro, like my thoughts, they're getting negative, right? Like, we're going through the holiday season. I don't have I want to give my family a different Christmas, but I'm putting in the work right now, right? I went to Starbucks today and I grinded with a bunch of young entrepreneurs. And, we did this today and we did this today. And oh my God, I went to a home event, and just surrounding myself around the positive energy completely took my mind away from my job. And any of y'all that are working a job out there, right? Understand that there's a way out, and there's a community that accepts you and can completely take your mind away from that job while you transition out of it. My biggest goal for this year is to completely leave my 9-to-5 and help 10 to 20 people do that with me. Now, I'm not saying say DM me if you want to come with me. No, that's your goal, period. Now, what is someone that's working a job? They have no way out. They don't think that there's a positive community out there, right? Now they read your story, and maybe they don't message you right off the bat. Next piece of content tomorrow. Yo, woke up today. I'm on it today, right? Oh my God, trading's going amazing. Blah 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 blah. Like I hit the gym. Yo, my mama told me that blah 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 that this Christmas is gonna be a great one, and I told her it's gonna be an even greater one. Holy shit, right? Let's work, right? Boom boom boom. That's documenting, bro. I mean, I could think of shit all day. What are you going through today that you didn't tell the world that could have helped somebody? Some of y'all aren't taking this as seriously you should, right? Because I know a lot of y'all on here are posting rap lyrics. You're posting like this motivation, like, purpose. What purpose is a purposeful thing. Stop. Nobody cares. Document your journey and your pain and motivate somebody from your story. Tell a story. Start documenting. Document. Oh my God. Like if y'all get one thing out of this webinar, that's what you need to do. Now, I want to read y'all off something. I took notes. As you know, we're investing right now. And I want to show you a quote. Right. And a lot of this some of this is for real estate, but I was doing, I was writing these notes today, and this is for real estate, but it attained to me, so I wanted to share it with y'all on the webinar tonight. It was saying how in real estate your photos are massive, and how to get better SEO quality for your property. And it was telling me, it said photos are massive, and get this. This is what I wanted to share on this webinar tonight. I've been waiting all day, right? So if it pertains in one industry, it pertains to our industry. Get the mindset, right? Evan left the meeting. Somebody call Evan in Oregon. Hell no, right? To get great at marketing, you must understand your buyer, right? Photos are massive, HD quality photos, right? So some of y'all, you think that you're like, oh, I don't have a camera. You don't need a camera, right? Sergio, ask Home Griselda right next to you to go over to the booth and take a picture and put a cool filter on it. That's what we used to do our first year, right? I'm just using that as an example because they're on my screen. But that's the thing. Why aren't you? Because you're scared of someone's opinion, and that will hold you back. And you being scared of someone's opinion is actually what's the fucking word? It's hindering your success. You are waiting that much longer to go chairman. You're waiting that much longer to go P1000 because you care about someone's opinion from posting a picture in IHOP. But that's what you did today. And someone didn't do that today because they're scared of posting that IHOP grind and you're not. So guess what? If they're scared and you're not, you're the motivating one. Do y'all get this mindset? Type 111 in the chat if you get this mindset, right? Cool. So I'm gonna keep reading. So he said, photos are massive, HD quality photos. We haven't even gotten into video content. Tell a story through your photos. This is another bullet point. This is the keys. Tell a story through your photos. I haven't even shared this with Cash. If you represent the property well with good photos, the buyer will tell themselves that the property is clean and beautiful instead of you having to type that up to tell them. Whoa. Let me read that bar back. Run it back, Turbo. Tell a story through your photos. If you represent the property well, this is real estate. Now imagine, think about your own Instagram. If you represent the property well with good photos, now they didn't say a camera photo, they said good photos. Get the mindset. The buyer will tell themselves that the property is clean and beautiful instead of you having to type that up to tell them. What does that mean? If you post good pictures of your property, you don't need to even copyright. The buyer is already telling them a story about your life from your photos. From your photos. Why do you think I lay out my photos so vividly? Because my buyer, the person that comes to my, it's not about me, it's about my buyer. They're already telling a story once they click on my page. Is this fool making money? Is he a scam artist? Oh my God. Oh, is he this? Is he this? Is he this? Oh my God. Cool, cool, cool. Right? They're already coming to a conclusion. Yes or yes? So, next bullet point. Oh my God. I shouldn't even give y'all this. Consumers will tell themselves a story based off what you put in front of them. The content that you put in front of the person that's consuming your content, they're telling them a story. They're telling themselves a story about your life just by what you put in front of them, right? Copywriting. You want to keep the consumer engaged in your description while telling them why the property is going to be great for them. Oh, I'm summing up my whole webinar with this stuff. This is crazy. I'm actually tripping right now. Next bullet point, copywriting. And this is my notes from what I went through. Don't copy the notes word for word. Get the fucking mindset behind it, okay? Copywriting. You want to keep the consumer engaged in your description. You want to keep the consumer engaged in the photo keeps them engaged in your content, in your caption. Your photo keeps them engaged in your caption. That's why I go brand every single day. If you post a picture at IHOP right now, Sergio, that photo is going to be like, what the fuck? Why is he posting a picture at IHOP? That's weird. It's weird, but it makes them read the caption. Whew. Whew. Sheesh. Copywriting. You want to keep the consumer engaged in your description while telling them why the property is going to be great for them. When they're engaged in your caption, you tell them about your story. Okay? You tell them about your story and why your story, why your a solution is going to be great for them without you even giving them what is it called? A sales funnel, whatever the fuck it is. What is that called? I keep forgetting that word. Without giving them what is that called? DM me money bag and ask me for more. What is that called? Don't type in the chat box. I said it. Incentive, something like that. What is it? I don't know, whatever it is. I'm gonna read it again. This is key. Call to action. Thank you. This is key, guys. $1 million nuggets. Chairman 500 shit. You want to keep the consumer engaged in your description while telling them why the property is going to be great for them. Learn how to learn. So in your caption, you're telling them why I Am Mastery Academy is going to be good for them without you telling them that I Am Mastery Academy is going to be good for them. How? Because you're struggling right now and you have a way out. And they're already coming to a conclusion about that and telling themselves that it's going to be good for them because it's good for you. Y'all get this? Keep them reading. All right? If you're good at marketing, wait. Oh, well, I don't know. Hold on. This is some juice. I don't know if I should say this. This is thumbnail and extra views. Okay, I'm gonna say some of this. If you're good at marketing, you will have a higher click-through of people because of the thumbnail, which leads to more sales. If you're good at marketing, you have a higher click-through of people because of the thumbnail, which leads to more sales. This is real estate, guys. So if you're good at marketing and you have good quality pictures, you will have a higher click-through rate. What that means is people will click your fucking pictures. It's one industry to the next. It doesn't matter. It's the same shit, right? When they click through your photos, that click-through rate leads to sales. It leads to sales. You're not getting sales and online sales through Instagram, right? Because you're not posting shit. And even when you post it, you're not giving your consumers a story. Point blank, period. You have to, for people to be interested, you have to be interesting. Consistently. Okay? So that's on marketing, ladies and gentlemen. That's on marketing. Type some in the chat box. Y'all got some nuggets from that. So I'm going to go over one more thing and I'm done. I'm going to pass it back to Tim. Hopefully y'all got some nuggets on that. And then one more thing I'm going to give y'all is a couple of what I do to grow my Instagram now. And I'm done. So the way I grow my Instagram now is very, very organic. And all of that was needed for even this step. Okay? All of these steps go in order. Okay? Understanding the communication differences between social media, right? Understanding your what generation what generation you're actually marketing to, right? Understanding the layout of your Instagram, understanding being consistent on every day, understanding the HD quality photos, understanding the copyright, giving the story. Then and only then, right? Then and only then, we are going. Damn, everybody stayed on this call. It must be some sauce, right? Colin, I see you're on this call. You got the juice early. Let's see if all my personals are here today. Cool. Cool. So now, and then and only then, are we now, so that's the first part of Instagram to me, is marketing. Now we need to get eyes to your page. We need to get eyes to your page. Second part, all that was one part. Now we got to get eyes to your page. Holy shit, this is crazy. Fuck. So I am better be lucky they got me. So number 2 is getting eyes to your page. The only thing about this is getting eyes to your page has changed lately. I'll be straight up honest. You know, a big part of our Instagram firm was follow, unfollow. Okay. It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work anymore. We had 100 clients and we told them, right, our whole team back then as well. Last December, November, October, we were like, yo guys, you need to take advantage of this because the algorithm's going to change. No, we're cool. Blah, blah, blah. They didn't do it. Guess what? The algorithm changed. A lot of y'all don't understand. I actually met Edgar Fuentes, P2K, in Walking ATMs through our Instagram company. We grew his Instagram from 1,000 to 10,000, right? Now everything else is him organically because he's a fucking beast at Instagram. I told him this isn't going to last forever, and he took advantage of it. He grew 10,000 followers in this section. 10,000 followers because he took advantage of follow, unfollow. Now Instagram has changed. You can only unfollow and follow like 30 people an hour. It's horrible, right? But what you can do is you can give love, right? So one of the biggest things that I've done differently right now is I have instead of following to give love, I now reach out naturally and personally. Okay, and this works now, right? So the people that take advantage of this now. Because if it changed from follow and follow, now it's commenting, right, and DMing. This works now. If you don't take advantage of it, it's going to change. Or Instagram will just go out of business, right? Or not out of business, but it'll be transferred to a different platform. It'll be a different style of technique. You can go hit whatever rank you want to hit because of this method. I promise you. And this is all cold marketing too, right? So like, comment. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. I'm gonna show y'all a couple things, and then we're done. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Can y'all see my screen?
No, I can't see it.
All right, I'm sharing it in 3, 2, 1. Cool. This is the major sauce. See if I'm allowed to, Tim, because I'm sharing it right now.
What's the name under again?
Drake Dennison.
It's not popping up. You may have to exit out and come back in. I'll pause the recording.
Sweet Jesus. All right. Okay, cool. Let me switch over. Anybody who missed this, sorry for your bad luck. All right, I'm doing 3, 2, 1. Boom, let's run it. Cool. So, boom, boom, boom. Perfect. So one of the biggest things that I also do lately, right? When I go to my Instagram, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, that was the first half is marketing. Now I want to get eyes to my page. Okay. Now I want to get eyes to my page. So as you can see, I have a lot of followers, a lot of action going on in my profile. You know, this is just the last couple of hours, people coming in and out. Just a lot of action going on. A lot of people follow me, a lot of stuff happening. And it's all for a reason. Okay. So, I'll show you the first one that I've ever done. Okay. And actually Drew, I think, did this on my profile. It was pretty crazy. I used to think commenting on someone's page I was like, nah, that shit ain't gonna work. Because I never believed in it, right? Because I've seen all these companies do it, blah, blah, blah. But we got to understand that we're not a company. We're a real life human being. So if people click on our stuff and they see, oh, he's real, then, oh, did she delete it? No, that was legendary. If we're real life people, they're going to come to our profile and they're going to be interested in what we have going on, right? So y'all can use this, y'all don't. It's working for my squad. Boom, there it is. Cool. So this is just one. It's a normal one. But this is how basic you can be and still get a DM. Guys, I only have done one of these. this had only done, this was my first one ever. I didn't do 100 and then one person DM me back. This was my first one ever. And then we were on our way from Indy to Chicago. Actually, crazy. On my way to Chicago, I did this. And when I landed, I got to Chicago, she DM'd me. And I was like, yo, crazy. And she lived in Indiana. She couldn't come to Chicago, man. I was sad. But, hey, I have a massive project I'm working on. And from the looks of it, you might be exactly what I'm looking for. Message me ASAP. Okay? Now, I'm going to do a couple things with y'all. But, cool. She messaged me. Hey, what's up? So I was like, there's no way this shit worked. And I was tripping. I was like, okay, this shit cool, man. I like this. I like this. So she said, hey, what's up? I said, hey, Jimmy, how's it going? I'm good. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. As of right now, I'm a server. So I asked her to tell me a little bit about herself. She said, I'm a server at the Cheesecake Factory, blah, blah, blah. And I told her, I was like, yo, I've actually helped a lot of servers, right? Go self-employed. I actually was a server myself. Blah, blah, awesome. Well, next time you're in Indy, you should let me know. We can link and talk business, right? Yes, send me your number. I'll shoot you a call. Boom. I got her number, right? Oh, and I actually I missed a part of my training, but now it's going to go perfectly. This is also some sauce too. Y'all getting all my sauce, literally. I'm not going to have anything to train over after this. But yeah, so that was my first one. So now what I do, and I'm going to go to a couple people's pages. I'm going to just show y'all differences. So this guy has 11,000 followers. I did this one yesterday. Where is my comment on this page? Boom. So now I do it a little differently as well. So I get very, very personal with these people. Yo, my guy, I found you through a mutual and I really love your style, right? Who's in the comment box, bro? What are y'all saying in the comment box? Is it questions? What's up? So I said, yo, my guy, I found you through a mutual and really love your style. Wanted to reach out because we were both Texas. I didn't even spell it right. That's how crazy this shit is. And I'm working on a crazy project out here with a few influencers in the game. I don't reach out to many, but I see you got mad talent, and I know you would blow it up. DM me and let's talk it over FaceTime. Look forward to talking to you, my G. And he said, hit me up, bro. Right? Messaged him just a couple hours ago. Right? My guy, how's it going? I haven't even messaged him back. Okay? Nobody text that number. Don't be savages. Head ass, right? Y'all are tripping. Get out the shit and focus, right? Cool. So that one happened. Now, I'll show y'all my DMs and stuff like that. Holy shit, y'all are going ham on this. Crazy. Cool. Now that's my request. So in my general, right, this is where I put my leads. So as you can see, this is all my leads throughout the past couple of days. So all these people I have, and I've already had 3 signups this week, right? So it works. So this is my lead list. As you can see, it's full. This is all my qualified leads, right? So these are people that are pretty high quality and I put in here. They all have flags on them. So I flag people's profiles in the DMs. And then when it's about business, this is how I separate my leads. As you can tell, this, I've heard some people be like, oh, funnel systems, I'm going to create my own shit, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in funnel systems. Why? Because if you do everything I'm telling you correctly, you create your own funnel system. You don't got to pay thousands of dollars to create a funnel. You don't have to do anything. You create your own funnel system. Also, what this does is, basic network marketing 101, right? And what you should be doing, back to the basics, I won't lose, is you should be exposing 2 people a day when you're walking out and about every single day. Cash knows when I'm out and about, I'm a savage. If I pull through the drive-thru, I'm getting an Instagram. If we have a server at a restaurant, I'm getting an Instagram. I get like at least 5 Instagrams every single day without a doubt. It's my habitual habits. I do it every day, good or bad. My habitual habits. What's your lifestyle? It's my lifestyle now. Go back to the first of the webinar, right? What's your lifestyle? Are you doing this every day, good or bad, right? Now, I'm gonna give you a couple things on, and I'm gonna leave you all with this on exactly how, right? I do it. So I want, this is what I want out of a comment or a DM. Do it either way, right? Okay, cool. Cool, right? Thank you, Carrie, for the iPad sauce, right? So let's do DMs, right? This is the first thing I want to do. I want to introduce myself, right? Too many bots or no, right? This is comments, right? Too many bots comment on people's pages, right? So I don't do that. I want to make myself genuine. I want to make it look like I actually, I'm a real human being. And that's why I make mine so long. You can go do whatever you want. You can, just be like, yo, I'm working on a project, damn me. You could just do one sentence. I don't care what you do. This is what works for me. You can create your own sauce. You don't have to copy me, but this is what's working for me. Introduce myself, right? The next thing I want to do is I want to tell them how I got to their page. Right? I found you through a mutual, right? So then if Stacy on this call? Is Stacy on this call? Right? Stacy, right? She's a lady boss in Walking 18. She doesn't even know this. I went to her profile the other day. I went through her likes, right? And I went through 10 of her likes. And this is called taprooting, right? And I taprooted her likes. I went to I think it was 10. And I commented on 10 of the people's profiles that liked her photos, right? So let's say you have a new person on your team, right? Let's say you have 3 people on your team. Now, let's say that those 3 people, they're not very good at Instagram. They haven't really grown them, blah, blah, blah. But they have 50 likes, right? Or 50, 2 comments, or even go to their followers. They're taking likes away, blah, blah, blah. Go and you can taproot them. And I messaged 10 people, and I was like, yo, I did the same thing. I was like, yo, my name's Drake. I found your page through Stacy, right? And I was like, me and Stacy are working on a massive project. I didn't even tell Stacy about this. Me and Stacy, I'll be honest, we haven't even we've had probably 10 conversations. Me and her are real cool. I love the girl to death. She's a high school student, absolutely savage. She gets dropped off by her dad at every event, no excuses, right? And that's the type of grind that I like. So I was like, yo, I want to help Stacy out. She's been grinding lately. So I messaged 10 of Stacy's people, and I was like, yo, me and Stacy are working on a working on a big project. So what I'm saying is I'm pretty much, the way the backbone to our business is PS3, right? I'm not going to do a PS3 training, so y'all should be trained. If not, go to your upline and get trained on PS3, right? The last component of PS3 is 3-way messages, right? So what I'm actually doing is I'm almost forcing a 3-way message between me and Stacy and the prospect on Instagram, right? So the guy DM'd me back. And then Stacy actually messaged me, and I guess the guy messaged Stacy and was like, yo, who's Drake? Then I was like, yo, Stacy. And Stacy was like, I'm already talking to him. And I was like, cool. Now he just followed a person with 15,000 followers, 12,000, how many followers I have. And he saw that I was legit. So instead of just seeing Stacy and the movement that she's creating, she's pretty new. Now Stacy's prospect on Instagram, I reached out to him. So now he gets to see someone that's been in the game, that's got stripes, that has a good Instagram. Now I was like, yo, Stacy, create the 3-way. And she was like, should I ask him? And I was like, no, do it anyway. I know from my comment, he DM'd me. He had to look at my Instagram. So he's already seen that I'm a credible source, right? I hope y'all are with me on this. This is advanced that shit, right? But this is what I do. And this shouldn't be a big thing for you unless you have a big-ass team, right? Let's say, 30 plus. But this is what I do, and I help my people out now. So I was like, put me in a 3-way. We got in a 3-way, and now I think we have a meeting set up, right? But let's say what should you do at first? Okay, now that was just a cool thing. I wanted to show y'all a next step that you could do after that. But cool. So how I got to the page. Right, number 3, and this is super key, right? And I'm also, if y'all can see, right, I'm taking my copywriting into the DMs or into the comments, right? I'm taking my copywriting into the comments. I'm putting them through a story. Crazy. Yo, I'm tripping myself out on this webinar. Tim, I'm a fool tonight, but hey, cool. How I got to the page, right? And then I'm like, yo, I'm working on a big project. Right? You don't have to use big project. You could be, yo, I'm launching something big, right? I'm working on something big. You don't have to use project. Some people don't like that. If you don't, good. I'm working on a big project. All of us shouldn't use project. We shouldn't all use the same word. Just to be honest, fucking honest, right? Project, I'm working on a movement, right? I have a massive business that I'm launching, right? Something like that, right? business. Number 4, right? I want to stroke their ego, right? When you stroke people's ego, when you compliment them, right? So this is like a compliment. As you can tell in that one guy's thing, I was like, yo, you look like a savage, right? You look like a savage, right? So like if it's like a single mom's page and she has like kids, I'll be like, yo, I see that you love kids. I see that you're very responsible. I see that, you know, you have a big why, right? I see that you have a big reason why you do what you do, right? I stroke their ego. When you compliment someone, it releases dopamine. I don't know how to spell this. Don't judge me, right? Dopamine. So when you compliment someone, it releases dopamine. Tim went to college, so he's like, oh my God, Drake, you didn't spell that right. Dopamine. So what it does is then it releases like an exciting chemical in their brain. They're like, okay, cool, right? What this does, right, is, let's go back to my comment, right? Hold up. I'm going back and forth. Sorry, guys, but this is just needed. I don't do webinars like this, so I want to get super in depth with y'all. Hopefully y'all appreciate it tonight. If not, who cares? I love y'all anyways. Cool. Let's go to this guy. I haven't even messaged this guy back. Don't be going through my shit. That's some scummy shit. This guy. Cool. Where is he at? Where's my comment? Boom. I was like, yo, bro, this is fire. My guy, I'm working on a massive project. I even skipped a couple steps. I just went right to the project. I'm glad I found your page because your motivation fits right in. Okay? Your motivation. So I complimented him. I stroked his ego. Right? Let's go back to that other guy. Where's my homeboy? Where's Cap Gold? That song I've been playing lately is from him because I taprooted to him. So I find music through this too. Kind of cool. Right? Where's my man? My G. San Antonio, stand up. Right? Cool. So in this one, I'm going to show you this example. Oh, shit. Okay, cool. I found you through a mutual and, oh, damn. Did my thing go out? Boom. So I said, yo, my guy, found you through a mutual, really love your style. I really love your style. I really love your style. Y'all might read over that, but y'all have no idea how crucial that actually is. You have no idea how crucial that is because it keeps them in the game. It keeps them reading, right? It keeps them reading. Oh, damn. My whole thing deleted. So whatever, right? Y'all write notes. Cool. So it keeps them in the game. So I stroke their ego, right? What that does is you wrote all this copy, and then they see 4 more lines of copy. And then you stroke their ego in here, right? You complimented them, and then that allows them to keep reading. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? That allows them to keep reading. Type in the comment box if it makes sense. So if you didn't stroke their ego, they wouldn't have read all of this stuff. And this is the juiciest stuff. Okay? So, cool. Now that's also posts. That's also captions. Understand the captions. Understand, like, when you make your captions, right? You're like, yo, right? Attention, right? That's like a good word to get people to read your post. Different shit, right? Trial and error. 4, right? Stroke there you go. 4. I take away the value. So any of y'all know about inviting? I take away the value, right? So boom. Let's go back. Oh, damn. I think my phone just died. Take away the value. Oh, no, it didn't. Cool. Tim, I'm sorry. We're about to go through the process again. I'm joining. But y'all appreciate it. It's cool. Sorry about that, bro. Cool. Y'all ready to go chairman or what? Y'all ready to go chairman? I'm ready. Boom, 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 done. Cool. Thank you, bro. Oh, I have to stop sharing on this one.
Guys, and I'll be honest, all of this is activity, right? So none of this is productivity. None of this is getting y'all paid. So when we get off this webinar, we're going to see who really wants to get paid in this business. I'm going to be honest. Who's going to actually create this a lifestyle? Because this is all activity. We're going to go to the next step of this. Damn it. Let's go back to my boy, right? Everybody go blow up his thing with my @name after this. We're going to get him in the business. My boy Cat G, right? If he gets welcome from any of y'all, I know what's up. But yo, we're going to blow up my boy. Hey, Operation Get Cap Gold into the business. San Antonio, stand up. Cool. I wanted to reach out because we're both Texas. I don't know what I was supposed to say. Texas locals or something. I'm working on a crazy project. So next step with a few influencers. Now let's go to the takeaway, the value stage. Now this doesn't just have to be in comments, guys. This can also be in DMs, right? This could also be on a phone call, right? Everything is like, you got to transition into different aspects of your business. Don't just put it into a comment. You need to take this away. Even like a one-on-one meeting at Starbucks. You could use this same thing at a one-on-one meeting. All my shit is so psychological. Let's say you're sitting down at a one-on-one with someone at Starbucks. Hey, what's up, bro? Nice to meet you. Right? Cool. Where have you been? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, one week you get your Starbucks drink? Bro, your outfit is dope. Where'd you get those shoes? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, cool, bro. Yo, I'm glad that we're meeting up today. Right? Blah, 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 right? So I don't reach out to many, but I see you got mad talent. So I don't reach out to many. I'm taking away the value. Take away the value. That's the next step. But I see you have talent, and I know you would blow it up. So me complimenting them at the very first, I love your style, is what gets them down to the I know you would blow it up. DM me, and let's talk it up over a FaceTime. Look forward to talking to you. Look forward to talking to you. Okay. Carry. I don't know how this iPad works. Right? Okay, cool. Right? Look forward to talking to you. Okay, cool. So now what I do, right now, what we need to understand about this is what company tells them, hey, we'll chop it up over a FaceTime. That doesn't happen, right? Now, guys, I wouldn't recommend doing that with girls. Girls be getting some wild shit in their social media. That's what Cash posted about today. Don't comment on their page and be like, yo, let's FaceTime and chop it up. They're probably not going to like that shit, right? But use it, just have common sense. Common sense isn't very common, right? But have common sense with this stuff, right? Nobody's left to call it crazy. Must be some value. So now what I'm gonna go over is kind of like the next step, and I'm gonna be done with it. And kind of how when they come into my DMs, what I do after that, right? Cool. Whiteboard. Cool. So now when they come in the DMs, okay, remember, hold on, I will do this. So first step of my webinar was marketing, right? Well, I introed my webinar, right? Rob Gottlieb, he just left the meeting. Go blow his shit up. Why are you leaving the meetings, bro? Right? Y'all need to be accountable with these people. These people on your team and they leave the calls, go see what's up with them, right? Intro, I was like, okay, you got to understand the communication of the platforms, right? Cool, right? You got to understand communication of platforms, right? Then I went into number one. I went into marketing, right? I went into all those notes. Y'all have the notes. Number two, now we got to get eyes on your page. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, now after y'all understand how to comment and DM people, right? This is now a numbers game, right? This is a numbers game. That's it, right? That's it. So if this is a numbers game, right? You got to understand that don't comment on 5 people's pages. Don't DM 5 people and expect this to work, right? It's not going to work after that. You got to go and do mad numbers, right? You got to go put your face across other people's face. Grant Cardone talks about exposure. He says the only reason why his company went down during 2008, right? And y'all Grant Cardone fans, he went down in 2008 because he didn't understand marketing. After that, Grant Cardone said, I'm going to be the most well-known guy in all of social media after 2008, right? 10X, okay? Grant Cardone is now one of the most well-known people in all of social media, which is the reason why Cardone Capital is so popular, right? I guarantee you Cardone Capital would not be popular if Grant Cardone wasn't on social media like he was. So marketing is massive. Grant Cardone is a marketer at the end of the day. Jordan Belfort
tore his ass up in sales, right? So he's really a marketer. So understand that marketing is everything and make you billions of dollars, right? Eyes on your page. Now, what I want to go in is in the DMs, okay? So how do we convert sales, right? How do we convert sales? Let's convert some sales now. Let's get people ranked up, right? This is key now. For all my new people and all my leaders in here, this is going to be key for how we do this, right? I run, right? Walking 8 Teams runs off PS3, right? This is the backbone of our business, right? PS3, PS3, PS3. So if you understand, the P is peak interest, right? This comes from David Menite, right? Show the plan, okay? 3-way, okay? Now, we understand that. Peaking interest, what are we doing? We're DMing, we're commenting, we're peaking interest, right? Next thing that we want to do is we want to show them the plan, okay? We want to get them across the plan. We want to get them to an event. We want to get them in front of whatisim.info. We want to get them in front of some part of the plan, because that is going to be the exposure. 2 rules of building, right? 2 rules of building. Number 1, exposure is everything. 2, fortune is in follow-up, right? So what I do now, let's say I comment on 100 people's posts today, or I DM 100 people, right? Now I have a list and I have a pipeline, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Boom, 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 right? Then I put their @name, @capgold, okay? Boom, there's 1, right? There's a list, okay? The list is people, right, that you think, right, will be interested in your platform. Pipeline is people that have gone through the S, right? So this is peak interest, right? And this is S. This is the plan. These are people that have seen the plan, okay? These are people that have seen the plan, your pipeline. Your pipeline is also your money, right? Checks go down the pipeline. Checks go, these are where these are uncashed checks, right? So your pipeline is uncashed checks. 3 signups today, all in my pipeline, okay? Cool. So your list, you can write down every person that you comment on their page. Now let's say that you meet 2 people at Starbucks today, right? 1 at Starbucks, right? 1 at Raising Cane's, okay? Shout out to Savage in Oregon. They just got a Raising Cane's in Oregon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write down Jessica, and I'm going to write down Colin. Jessica, Colin, Carrie, Gabby, and Gavin. Cool. Perfect. So now these people, I'm going to kind of like rate them 1 to 10. How actually serious do I think they're going to be? What kind of a superstar are they going to be? 10, 5, 2, boom, boom, boom. For some people, you don't have to do this, but I do this to pre-qualify people. Okay, is this person, going to be serious? Okay, this person is a big influencer. I might start their name. They're a big influencer. 10 is like someone I met at Starbucks, and then, boom, I meet them at Starbucks, and, there's so many different conversations that you might have with a cold market. Let's say you meet someone at Starbucks today. Y'all kind of just chatted up for a couple seconds, and then y'all dip. You just get his IG, right? You didn't even mention that what you do for a living. That might be like a, that might be like a 2 right now. But let's say you meet someone at Raising Cane's, the worker at Raising Cane's, right? Then the Raising Cane's guy's like, what do you do, bro? Oh, I day trade, bro. Like, I teach people how to make money off their phone, bro. I'm an Instagram influencer. Blah, blah, blah. Bro, what? You got to put me onto that shit. Like, bro, what? Let me put you on, bro. I'm actually busy right now. But here, get my Instagram, bro. Bro, give me my chicken. I got to go. But get my Instagram. That's going to be like a 10, right? Or a 9. That person is very interested in who you are as a human being. This person, not very interested, but still on your list, okay? That's how I qualify people, right? Boom. Now these people you got to focus on following up with. Following up can also be can be anything. It can be replying to their stories. So one of these Cap Gold posts a story about his cat. Bro, Cap, that's a dope ass cat, dude. Oh, I know, bro. Boom, 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 boom. Right? What I also do with these people, oh my God, I'm giving you all my sauce, right? Is I might turn their notifications on. So every time they post a story, I'm notified. I'm their best friend now, right? So I've turned their notifications on. Every time he posts a story, I reply to it. So 3 to 5 times a week, I'm popping up in Cap Gold's head. So he subconsciously, right, is seeing Drake TV 3 to 5 times a week. What do you think is going to happen, right? You know, by accident, which nothing is an accident, in 3 months, he's going to somehow get naturally interested in what I do and sign up with me. Because subconsciously, I planted seeds day after day after day after day after day after day. Checks go down the pipeline. I just cashed a check from following up. I just building my fortune. My gosh, if y'all don't get some, oh my God, I'm giving y'all some nuggets, right? Cool. So that's pretty much that. That's how I do that portion. And one more thing, I'm going to go over this last thing and I'm done because I want y'all to actually get this information. Tim, this was an amazing webinar, bro. If anything, we can do another one, I'm sure, in a week or two. I didn't even go over everything, guys, just to be honest. I have a whole whiteboard over here of shit to go over. So this was just like the first little shit I wanted to go over, but we don't have time to go over the rest. The next thing, all right, for you experienced people, as y'all saw, I got Jamie's number. Yvonne Rangel left the meeting. Someone call her, right? I got someone's number, right? I then take this number and honestly, for me, I just call the people, right? I call them straight up. I watched a training video with Grant Cardone the other day, and he says the phone is the most unused thing in sales right now, right? Number one, what picking up the phone does is it gives you speed. So y'all ever texted someone and they text you at like 8 p.m., then you text them at like 3 a.m., and then they text you tomorrow night at 6 p.m., they're like, damn, I just got off of work. And then you don't see their message for another few hours, and they fall asleep. And it's a 4-day process for you to even have a 5-message conversation with these people. I mean, good God, right? So what if you just got their number and you called their ass at 8 p.m., right? And you said, yo, Jamie, just got I'm a Drake TV off Instagram. I know you're busy. By the way, I'm busy as well. You're busy, I'm busy, right? I just kind of wanted to show you I was a real person, right? What's up, right? I hope your day's going good. How you doing? Cool? Bet. Well, yo, I'm busy the rest of the night. I'm fully booked. I'm about to go to a hotel event, right? Tim Sloma, the GOAT, is going to be presenting tonight. But let's go ahead and tomorrow, let's schedule a time that me and you can get on a video webinar. How does that sound, Jamie? Sounds cool? Bet. Let's do it. How does 3 p.m. work for you? Oh, 3 p.m. works? Great. Cool. 3 p.m. doesn't work? Cool. Let's do 4. Oh, tomorrow doesn't work? Bet. Me neither. I'm glad you said that, Jamie. Let's do Wednesday. Cool? Bet. I'm going to see if I can get my mentor on the line. If not, it's cool, but I'm going to just check. I appreciate you reaching out. You know, honestly, Instagram DMs are sketch. You know, that's kind of crazy how we got on the phone just now, right? Right? I'm excited to meet you on Wednesday. Cool? I'm excited to talk face-to-face. Bet. Locked in. Boop. Pipeline. Now you put that date. Wednesday. Put it in your schedule. Now you're filling your schedule. Show me your schedule. I'll show you your rank. Show me your schedule. I'll show you your rank. Shamar left the meeting. Someone call him. Right? I don't play that shit. Cool. So that's what I do. Now, last thing I'm going to go over. Oh, what's that, Shamar? Last thing I'm going to go over, and I'm done. For my newer people, I don't tell newer people, and this is a big nugget. I went over with Sergio and Tino. I went over with somebody, I think Austin tonight. I don't expect my newer people, if they have someone coming to their DMs, to get someone's number and call them, right? Why? Experience equals confidence. If you have 3 people on your team, they're not confident. So they need the experience, right? Duplication, right? First level of duplication. I do, you watch, right? So if you're a leader and you have people on your team, it's your job with one of your new people for you to do and they watch. So that's why, right, I believe in this. Let's say that they have someone come in their DMs. Yo, blah, 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 right? So instead of them getting their number and calling them, what they're going to say is, yo, shoot me your number. I'm going to add you in a 3-way text with my mentor. How does that sound? Cool? Even if they say yes or even if they say no, I still do it. Still do it, right? Who knows what could happen? 3-way text. So you, right, Jamie, and then Sergio, right? Now you and Jamie are in a text, and then you add your mentor, Sergio, okay? So here's you, right? You're the new person. Sergio's your mentor, right? You're new. This is your first week. You get someone's number, right? Now what you're going to do is you're going to add this number and Sergio into a text. Your only job as a new person is to pique interest. This is your only job. It's Sergio's job to show them the plan. It's Sergio's job to get them on the phone. It's Sergio's job. Now what you do as a student, you watch Sergio do it. You watch. I do. You watch. So it's your job as a new person. You're going to put Sergio in the group text, but it's your job to watch how he talks, how he gets them on the phone, what he does when they're on the phone. Because the next one is you do together. So after that, after you do a couple of those, it's now going to be up to you and Sergio. So if you don't watch and take notes on how Sergio does it, guess what? You missed out on your mentor and you wasted a bunch of fucking time and all of that shit, right? So use that. Cool. Let me read through these. You don't even have to ask. Cool. Nobody text the number. Any questions? Comment in the chat box real quick and I'll answer them and I'm out. Cool. I appreciate y'all. That was some bars. I gave y'all all my sauce. Congratulations, right? You just went through Drake University.